Honestly, I did not expect at all today to film. I don't have my microphone, I don't have my tripod, I don't even have my handheld tripod that I use to hold my camera while I film. I just kind of was like, grab my camera and fucking, I'll take you guys with me because it has been a while since I filmed anything. This is probably one of my absolute favorite places to come. I haven't brought a lot of people here with me. It is probably the best park that has the most nature. The weather right now is honestly so gorgeous. I mean, it is hot, but since it's morning time, it's like 11 right now. It's still got that morning coolness to it. The sky is blue. The birds are chirping. They're really showing out right now. It is honestly so beautiful. So, how have you guys been? I feel a little bit disconnected from you guys than I usually do. Yeah, how have you guys been? I've been pretty good. I actually started taking some new supplements. I'd say it's been a week since I started taking them, or a little bit over a week since I started taking them, and I feel the difference. I struggle so much with ups and downs, like really high highs or really, really low lows throughout the month. So I don't know if I have PMDD, but I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if I got diagnosed with it. I did get diagnosed with PCOS when I was younger, and I have been battling these like mood shifts for as long as I can remember. And I feel like this supplement that I've been taking has been helping, but again, it's only been a week, so I can't really say like, oh yeah, this is it, this has changed my life. I can't say that yet. Yesterday I watched a video by this guy named Neuroknowledge. If you're into manifestation, creating your reality type of situation, he has a video called Self-Worth. It has completely changed and shifted my view of life. And I feel like when it comes to manifestation, I haven't felt that like shift of perspective since I started learning about it. Like when I started learning about manifestation and like what it is and what you can do with it and how you create your reality, I honestly felt like, oh my god, this is true, because this is something that I've been doing my whole entire life. But since then I haven't really grasped it. I understand how it works. I understand, but I can never really feel it within myself. You know what I mean? Anyway, I don't want to spoil the video because I definitely feel like it's worth your time. Definitely worth watching because it is 50 something minutes. It's almost an hour long. I watched it twice back to back. But long story short, he kind of goes into talking about why your reality and why the experiences of your life always end up being the same. Why you can't manifest the life you want, even though you are doing the affirmations, even though you are meditating, even though you are visualizing. The reason why you can't do it is because you are not feeling it emotionally. And Joe Dispenza goes into this a little bit as well. I don't know how like into manifesting you are, but I'm really into it. Joe Dispenza was one of the people that also changed my entire reality. And the thing is, like, I know it sounds crazy, but like I know manifesting works because I've done it. I do it in my day-to-day life, and it's small things. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh yeah, I find $100 million every day. Like, it's nothing like that, but it's just like small things, like, you know, like, oh, the light will turn green, or oh, this person's gonna come up and talk to me, like, oh, this person's gonna be so nice to me, oh, this person's gonna compliment me, I'm gonna find exactly what I want, or I'm gonna get lucky today and something really good for me. Like, it's like that, you know? The reason why you can't manifest the life that you desire is because you're still stuck in the same emotion as your past. And you know what? Joe Dispenza talks about this so much, and I hear him say this so much, like, you're stuck in the emotion of the past, or you're stuck in the past, your personality, your personal reality becomes your personality, like, and I'm always like, yes, I understand, like, but for some reason when I was watching Neuro's video, it just really clicked for me, and it probably was the way that he described everything. I feel like it just changed my entire perspective, guys, for real. It made me realize, like, oh shit, I am doing that. You know what I mean? A really good example is So for me personally, I feel like I have always wanted to become a content creator, and I don't know what shifted in my life after a certain point in time or after a couple of years ago, but I don't know if I was being too perceived or something, and then I started to get scared and lose confidence, but that reflected or projected into my work and like creating content. So every time I would put out a video, I subconsciously was thinking, but not only subconsciously was thinking, because it's not the thoughts that matter, it's the emotion behind the thoughts. I was feeling the self-consciousness of like, nobody's gonna watch this, and like, this is not gonna go anywhere, and like, people are not interested in anything that I have to say, or like, people don't care about me anymore. My followers don't even like me anymore because I've been off the map for so long, and TikTok is not pushing out my content, and now they think that I've kind of abandoned them or ghosted them or whatever. And every time I would post a video, every time without fail, I was feeling that way. And I put that emotion behind the intention subconsciously. Like, I didn't know why I was doing it, because consciously I was like, okay, this is it, this is gonna be it. But I didn't really feel that way. I didn't really feel like this was going to be it. I didn't really feel like this is going to be the one. I didn't really feel like this was going to do well. I didn't really feel like this was the one that was going to finally take me out the fucking trenches. Like, I didn't feel that way. And because of that, because my self-worth was here, but my desire was up here, and your self-worth is the ceiling for what you can create. So if your self-worth is lower than your desire, you're just gonna keep bumping into your low self-worth. So because my self-worth was lower than my desire, girl, I was not creating anything outside of my self-worth. And it's crazy because I don't know why I find it so hard for me to manifest good things. For me, I'm not going to identify with this reality anymore. Whatever you identify with and you feel within yourself, it translates into the world around you, right? I felt like I could feel negative emotions more than I could feel happy emotions. So every time I would feel something, and I don't know if it's because I feel like anger is such a strong emotion, like depression is such a strong emotion, unhappiness is such a strong emotion. I feel like because of that, it was so much easier to manifest or create things that made me angry, that I didn't like, that made me sad. I feel like I couldn't feel anything outside of that anger and that sadness. Like, that anger and sadness emotion was so prevalent in my life that it just created everything around me, you know? And if it wasn't anger and sadness, it was just this feeling of neutrality. Excitement is not really something that I feel very often. Happiness is like, I would call it neutral, because I feel like happiness for me is more excitement, like, oh my god, yay, you know? I feel like neutrality is something, if it's not unhappiness, it's just me being neutral. Oh, and because of that, I feel like it's been so difficult for me, or was difficult for me, to create things and feel things and visualize things that make you happy. Because after you deconstruct your self-worth, your old self in your mind, after you realize, like, everything that I am and everything that I feel, everything that I manifest is due to the emotions and the trauma of your past, right? Example, you have been in 4 relationships, and in each of those 4 relationships, the guy or the girl that you were with, your partner, cheated on you, took you for granted, took advantage of you, like, it never ended well. And because of that, you now feel like that is what people do. Right? People take advantage of you, people cheat on you, like, that's your view and your perception of love. Because of that trauma that you endured with each relationship, you are now reflecting and projecting that into your reality. Now, every time you see somebody that's in a relationship, you don't believe in love. Every time somebody that's coming to you and they want to talk to you, they want to get romantically involved with you, you think that they have really bad intentions. Now, you are not wrong for the way that you feel. Your feelings are completely valid. It's nothing to be ashamed about, nothing to be embarrassed about, because it happens to everybody. Like, that's just the way the cookie crumbles for all of us, you know? You have emotionally attached hurt, cheating, despair, sadness, depression, because you have attached those emotional feelings to your experience of love and your future experience of love. That is what you're going to attract every time. Okay? That is what you're going to attract every single time. I know it's like, oh, but I still love myself. Do you, girl? Like, you need to be brutally fucking honest with yourself. Are you waiting for the other shoe to drop subconsciously? Even the smallest bit of doubt, dude, that smallest bit of doubt will completely hinder your reality. It will completely hinder what you manifest in your life. So whatever your emotional trauma, whatever your emotional baggage is that you can't let go of, you're creating that reality, right? I know it sounds problematic, and I know it sounds crazy, and I know it's like, it's not trying to like, it's not whether or not I'm saying like people need to be responsible for their actions. Like, yes, that's a given, but you need to also be responsible for your actions, for your thoughts, for how you feel and your emotions as well. Like, fuck what everybody else has to do with their lives. Fuck the fact that all that shit that they do is wrong and it hurts you. It's how you respond. It's what you do with that and how that inflicted you. Do you understand? After you realize that, right? And you realize this is holding me back. Like, this emotion, this experience is holding me back in a way that I honestly, genuinely never thought that it would. Then you do or you don't do. It's up to you, because I've heard some people say like it's not necessary to do it, but then you do the shadow work. And shadow work is really dissecting and deep diving into those traumas and those emotions and everything that you feel, like all that stuff. It's like really deep diving into that. But anyway, so after you realize that and you do the work, you now is kind of like, I guess, the fun part. Realize, and you start to think about, okay, so who do I want to be? I want to be a person that whenever they step into the room, my energy, my aura, my presence absolutely swallows all of the air and all of the oxygen in the room. You have to realize also, like, whatever it is that you're manifesting, you have to realize why you want it. Like, what is the feeling that you want to bring within your life, right? And a lot of it is external validation. In order for that external validation to come, you have to internally validate yourself first. If you want to be a person that's, whenever you step in the fucking room, everyone turns heads, or you're just fucking confident in yourself and whatever, you need to become that first, because the world is never going to show you what you desire and what you deserve before you do. Never. It's not going to do it. The world is literally, like, when they say the world is a mirror, the world is a mirror. If you decide, all right, I'm that girl today. And what does that mean for me? It means I'm going to start dressing nice because it makes me feel good. I'm going to start putting effort into myself because it makes me feel good. I'm going to start taking care of myself. I'm going to eat better because it makes me feel good. Like, all those things are valid, right? Step into the person that you want to be. It is a work in progress. It is not something that, like, you understand overnight, in my opinion. It's something that's, like, much deeper than imagining what you want. It's more of feeling what you want and letting go of those old feelings that don't serve you anymore. And it's crazy because, like, all these little sayings and slogans and all that type of stuff is like, it all really just ties back into spirituality and manifestation. It's crazy. Oh, I just stepped through a fucking spider web.